My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. So a funny thought just occurred to me. I thought I'd like to share it with you guys. This is a Mass Effect video, by the way. So all this stuff that's been going on with Mass Effect, left and right, back and forth, all this shit that's just utterly pissing me off. You know, I'm thinking to myself, what if this shit is a big snafu? What if this shit is something to get everybody so irate that when we least expect it, they slap us in the face in 7 day? What if all this shit is just a big ass propaganda wheel? That same bullshit that Donald Trump's doing? What if this shit is a big ass propaganda wheel to get us all excited and get us all angry and then, boom, blow us away with a hell of an apology and 10 DLCs? That would be great. I'm fantasizing, but still, I am strongly considering that what if this is one hellacious propaganda wheel where they're just setting us up for the big reveal? Maybe they're setting us up for a DLC that they've been working on because they knew that they fucked up, and maybe they're just like, okay, we're gonna let this fester to a boil, and then come in 7 day. You guys know what day that is, right? In 7 day, November 7 in 7. Okay, well, if you don't know, then I may have just been wrong. But as far as I know, it's always been November the 7th. Now, again, I could be wrong because I came into the game late, but not into Andromeda. I came into Andromeda with wide eyes and ready to go. But it's just like, alright, when I learned about Mass Effect, I learned it from my cousin Russell, who played it on Xbox. And try as he might, epic fail in getting me to convert to Xbox. Not an option. It's nothing personal to everybody who has an Xbox. It's just that it's not for me. Alright, when it comes to PlayStation and Xbox, they're like your choices of women and cars. No one knows what the fuck the Coyote looks like unless they are Hardcastle McCormick fans. Who, if you are, yay, because you know that the Coyote X is the shit, and I still want one, just like I want a Pontiac Banshee. Now you want to put those cars in the category with the classic cars like the GTO and the General Lee's Charger. So now you see where my feelings are with Xbox and PlayStation. Alright? I personally like classic Fords, not classic Dodges and Chevys. No. So if you like Mustangs and Mavericks, you would be more like the PlayStation and the Barracuda, which technically is a GM, so that kind of can fall in that middle, because I love the Barracuda too. I will never ever have one. I will never have a Maverick. I will never have an old classic Mustang. Fastback. 3 on the floor. Or 4 on the floor. Never gonna have any of that. Pipe dream. I have a closer chance of getting that Pontiac Banshee and maybe, just maybe, a crashed up version of the Coyote X. But when it comes down to Xbox and PlayStation, I'm PlayStation. They're not paying me, but I'm PlayStation. I wish they were paying me. That would be great. But anyway, moving back on to the subject at hand. If you are a Mass Effect Andromeda fan and you have it for the PC, the Xbox, or my favorite, the PlayStation, then you're probably on the same path that I'm on. You're probably on the path of what a clusterfuck that we have stumbled into. And for those who don't like Andromeda, get off the video now. For those who do like Andromeda, please hang around. Because I loved Andromeda. I love the Writer Twins. I think that they deserve 2 more games. But no one in the universe agrees with me, so we're going to leave that right there. However, I will say this. The only real complaints that I have about any of the Mass Effect games, besides Mass Effect 3's massive clusterfuck 4 endings, is that there wasn't enough mods in DLCs or add-ons for PlayStation. And I don't know about the Xbox, but I've heard a couple of people say there's not enough of that shit for the Xbox either. But I don't have an Xbox, so I can't really confirm or deny it. But however, I've watched lots of YouTube videos with mostly Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And the things that you can do on the PC are just fucking awesome. And I say, maybe y'all can incorporate that into the Xbox and the PlayStation, and maybe we could have some more fun too. Now, I say that all this might be a big ass propaganda machine because Mass Effect blew up, like literally blew the fuck up with those three endings for number three, and then they added the fourth ending, and it really got excited when we got the Leviathan DLC to change some of the outcome and add more questions or whatever. And Jennifer Hill and Mark Vanderloo or whatever the hell his name is, not Vanderloo, he was the actor that was the face, but the other Mark, um, the one that did the talking. When they came back and they did it in secret and everything, and everybody was just like, "Oh, hush, hush," and everything was good. Leviathan was good. Um, the thing with Javik was good. All that shit was good. And then you still had those piss poor endings, which had a little bit longer dialogue, but you don't get like an aftermath. Now, if you guys reverse compatible the thing for the Xbox, I mean for the PlayStation, and decide, hey, let's reverse compatible to put the trilogy on PlayStation 4. Oh, I'm buying it. You ain't got to worry about that. But make sure it's already set so we don't have to buy DLCs unless you have a DLC for a actual boss battle and an ending. Because in the third game, we got to fight a Reaper. We got to fight them twice, but only one where we actually got to fight the Reaper because that was on the Quarian world. When we fought the one on Tachanka, basically the worm took care of it. So, so we're going to put it on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, 30, 60, whatever the fuck that shit is, then at least put the whole game on there so that we don't have to buy DLCs. And give us a real boss battle and a real tangible, sensible ending with an aftermath. In fact, making an aftermath DLC, if you want to put DLC, make us an aftermath DLC so we can actually know how the fucking war ends. No matter what ending we chose. So if we choose the fourth ending where they do nothing and they let the battle continue, then let us play for about 2 or 3 hours to end the fucking war. And if you do the ending where Shepard becomes a Reaper, let us play as the Reaper that is Shepard so we can see how he takes or she takes the people off. And if you're gonna do the ending where Shepard dives to the beam, give us an aftermath video DLC thingy on how that's supposed to end. Now back to the subject at hand. If you're going to do anything on N7 Day that involves Andromeda, we want to know if you're gonna just let this shit fester into a boil, and then on N7 Day, like, boom, I got DLCs for you guys. It's only gonna be $10, and we're gonna light you guys up with all this shit that we've done for Andromeda. This was our backup plan because we're gonna end the season, we're gonna end the saga, we're gonna end the series, but we wanted you guys to have something to remember us by. So we wrote all these DLCs, including the Korean DLC, and we just wanted to fuck you guys over or mind fuck you until the time was right, which would be N7 Day, which would be 2 months away. Technically a month and a half because it's like at the beginning of November. At least I think it is. Actually, I've forgotten now what damn date N7 Day is because once there is no initiative day. So, but for all the propaganda that made us buy the game, the least you can do is give us a proper sound off. If you're going to end Mass Effect or if you're going to bring it back in 10 years with new characters, then I don't think that's fair to the writers because the whole concept of the initiative, and I don't know where you guys were, I don't know if you were sleeping under a rock, but they said it at the beginning, untested. So either you guys who call this game a big ass clusterfuck did not read or watch the videos or prepare for N7, whatever, and didn't think about Alec Ryder being your daddy and that you weren't really going to get to play him, that you were being untested, that you were being a rookie, that you were just starting out. It gave you all that when they started talking about Andromeda. You were untested and thrusted into this job that you weren't supposed to be doing, but you inherited the job and now you have to deal with it. But apparently everybody didn't like that concept. They wanted the writers to have some badass histories or whatever, but they did give you the writer's history. Sarah was a peacekeeper, and Scott guarded a Mass Effect. They both were in the Alliance, and then their career went to shit because their dad's bad decisions with AI. So then you come to Andromeda, you're brand new to the galaxy, and you're an untested Pathfinder. So unlike the other Pathfinders who've had training, who was probably trained by your father, you have to rely on what you were trained on in the Alliance and become him. Now, I will say this, and I'll probably make a second video. Matter of fact, I will make a second video. I'm James Williams. Come find out number 2. Be seeing you.